Okay, so we are getting into what are called replacement sets and solving equations. So you want to put today's date and notes. Yikes. Solving equations. Put the page number at the top, and then you'll also want to put this into your table of contents along with everything else. Before we start, I'm going to ask us to recall that an expression is a number, a variable, the product of a number of variable, and I'm going to add in there, they're usually separated by an adding or subtracting sign. We're going to get into a new word today called an equation. Highlight that. Equation are two expressions set equal to each other. So for example, if I give us the expression 2x plus 3, this one's made up of two terms, and I set this equal to an 11. 11 is an expression just made up of one term, happens to be a constant term. We do have an equation. Anytime you have two expressions set equal to each other, you have an equation. All right, another word that I'm going to look for is solve. I'll highlight that. And anytime I say solve, I'm just asking you to find solutions. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to find the value of x, or any other variable that they want us to, that makes the equation true. So if I give us the problem 2x plus 3 equals 11, we know the value of 4 works, because when I take 2 times 4 and I get 8 plus 3, I get 11. This is your solution. X has to be 4. It is our answer. Because when we check this out, 2 times 4 plus 3, does this equal 11? 8 plus 3, yep, that equals 11, following our orders of operations. All right, another word for us today. I'll highlight this as well when I'm done here. It's called a replacement set. Replacement set is just a set of numbers that are given to you that might make the equation true. Okay, and then we'll also look at what are called solution sets. I'm going to highlight that too. Solution set is the set of numbers that make the equation true. and they're coming from the replacement set. So I'm going to go on to the next page here, and we're gonna look at some replacement sets and equations and find some solution sets. Okay, so we're gonna find. I'm giving you an example here. We're gonna find the solution set if the replacement set is, and we got another set of brackets here. This is the fun part. You got a squiggly bracket. Your replacement set is 2, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to use the equation 2q plus 5 equals 13. All right, so to do this, you guys are going to hate me, but you have to test every single one of the numbers in the solution set in the equation to see if it works. When you find ones that work, those go in our solution set. So we're going to take the first number, which is 2, and I'm going to put the 2 times the 2 plus the 5. Does this equal 13? 4 plus 5. Does this equal 13? No. So we know that the number 2 is not part of our solution set. We're going to try 4. So I have 2 times 4 plus 5. Does this equal 13? 8 plus 5. Yes, it does. So we know that 4 has to go in there. 5, proving that this one does not go in there. 2 times 5 plus 5 equals 13. 10 plus 5 does not equal 13, so nope, that one's not going to go in there. And then number 6, so we have 2 times 6 plus 5. Does this equal 13? 12 plus 5, no. All right, so the only one that works was the number 4, so our solution set also gets put into brackets, is the number 4. If I had more than one, I would just list them out in brackets as our solution set. What solution set here? All right, so I don't know if I'm going to have room for this one. I might have to scroll down to the next page. Okay, so let's try, actually I could probably, I'll do it all in one. Replacement set is 2, 4, negative 2, negative 4. And we're going to find the solution set for x squared plus 2 equals 6. So again, we want to try all 4 of these. So I'm going to try the 2. So I'm going to take my 2 squared plus 2 equals 6. So 4 plus 2, does this equal 6? Yes, it does. Then I'm going to try the next one. 4. So I have my 4 squared plus 2, does this equal 6? 16 plus 2, no. So that's a no. Let's try negative 2. Negative 2 squared plus 2, does this equal 6? Negative 2 times negative 2 is 4, plus 2 equals 6. Yes. And then let's try negative 4. So negative 4 squared plus 2, does this equal 6? 16 plus 2 does not equal 6. So in this case, we do have 2 numbers that go in our solution set. And we'll put those in squiggly brackets. We got the number 2 and the number negative 2. Now I'm going to put down here below, because sometimes they might try and trick you. If nothing works, we can use this symbol. I'm not going to use the 0 because 0 could be a solution. What we're going to do is a 0 with a line through it. This is called the empty set symbol. Means there's none of the numbers in the replacement set worked. Even 0. 0 didn't work, okay? All right, so let's get into solving equations. These are simple ones. All right, so like if I gave us 18.2 minus 4 equals x, well, 18.2 minus 4 is 14.2. This is x. Okay, we found our solution. If I give us, let's say 5 times 2 squared plus 4 times, 3 all over 4 times 2 to the third power minus 4, and this is equal to x. Pretty much, since it's already solved for the variable x, we just have to simplify using our order of operations. So I would take my parentheses, 2 squared gives me 4 plus the 4 times 3 over 4 times 2 to the third power is 8 minus 4. All right, simplifying the numerator still, I get 20 plus 12 over 4 times 4, which gives me, and this is equal to x still too, forget about that. All right, so we have 32 over 8, which gives, not 8, pardon me, I'm trying to get ahead of myself here, over 16, this is equal to x. 32 over 16 is 2. So our solution for this one is 2. Okay, I think that's it for right now. Next video, we're going to get into what are relations and mappings, and then we'll get into functions and functions notations. Okay,